to the channel. So as promised, we are going to work on an altered composition or an altered half-size composition book today. Now one day, where did I put it? I don't know. I'm working on an altered little golden book that we will probably work on one day this week as well. But I want to go ahead and cover this book. This one is the one that we done in the last video, or that we added the embellishments to. And so as promised, I was going to, and there's this one that I'm still working on. I started adding washi tape to the edge of the pages on that one. I don't know what I'll do with it yet. So I want to do this one in the Sweet Harvest paper pad that I got from Michael's. They have them for $5 a pad right now. So I'm just looking through to see what I want. Ooh, I like that. I know I'm going to use that on something, and probably that. Ooh. So this is my problem. I like a lot of them. I'm just tearing some out right now that are contenders, I guess you could say. I know I'm always going to be drawn to pinks. Let's just see. Well, I guess that one wanted to come out. That's too big. I like that. That's fun too. See, I just like it all. I like that. See, now I've made too many choices for myself. Ooh. But that's okay. Those are really big. I wish they would have put some smaller ones in. Look, that's pretty. Alright. I got too much out, but we're going to see what we can do. Where is my paper trimmer? I got my big one down here. That'll work. But y'all know I don't measure when I'm doing the covers. So what do we want the cover to be? I don't know, because I like them all. So let's see. What are the contenders for the cover? So this one, I'm just looking to see which ones I'm thinking I might like for the cover. Okay, so it's between these right here. That one doesn't really scream fall to me, even though I love it. That one, I think that's too small of a pattern for the cover. I think we will go with this one for the cover. So let's do that. So let me set these to the side. Now I went ahead and put the tape on my book just so that it would take a little less time. And I did take a file and kind of rough the cover up because it was that shiny coating on it. And now I'm just taking this tape, attempting to take the tape backing off. And then I will also use some of my Fabri-Tac, because I like to do the glue and the tape. I still have not got a new bottle, and this thing is poking me because that pen is poking out for sure now. If y'all didn't see the last video, somehow or the other, my pen broke off and fell down into my my bottle. So I need to get a new Sugar Bell bottle, but I just haven't done it. Okay, now one thing I am going to do, I'm going to put this on, but I'm going to let it hang off the bottom just slightly, because I'm actually going to wrap it around just a little bit. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I'm going to just cut a little bit above right there and do the same thing right there. All right, and the reason for that is I want to fold it over, and just so that it'll have a finished edge. And I need to, I've got where I sanded it, I've got that stuff all over my desk, even though I tried to clean it. All right, so let me go ahead and decide what I want to put on the inside. I am not sure. Yes, I am sure. I want that. All right, so, and do I want to measure it? No, I do not want to measure it. So we're just going to go ahead. Let me, before I go cutting anything off, let me turn these down. Not turn them down, but cut it so that it'll be angled a little bit. Okay. Now I can pull that tape backing off. And it's hard to see with it being that white on white. Ooh. So I hope all of you guys are doing good. Like I told y'all, I'm trying to get back into the habit of recording my videos, because I have been a slacker. Well, I've been a slacker at recording. I've been doing the stuff, but just not recording. All right, so I'm gonna glue the top and bottom down first. And then let me glue right here. And I will probably put some tape on top of these just to make sure that my inside cover has a good spot to adhere to. And then I'm going to lay this down. All right, now I do want to go ahead and put some tape down there. Where is my tape? I guess these are the same size. I'm just going to put some tape right along here. And it's just I mean, it's not necessary to do this part, but it just makes me feel better. Oh, I didn't do it upside down. I think it's still gonna work, because y'all know I like to do these upside down because of the way that the lines look. But I think it's gonna have to, we're gonna do it like that. So we're actually doing the back first, because I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking about it, but it's okay. All right, so let's get some glue on this, and then we'll work on our front, which technically is the back, but it's going to be our front. So I just want to make sure I get my glue down. And I'm just going to lay this down like so. All right, and then let's squeegee this on down, make sure it catches good. And then let's go ahead and trim this off, maybe. I'm just trimming around it. And then trim this part right here. Now, this is actually going to be our front, because in these half-size composition books, the thicker white area is at the bottom of the page for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of goofy if you ask me, but nobody asked me. All right, let me find my little pen again, and let's get this stuff peeled off. See, y'all know how I am. Y'all know I'm gonna do something goofy. It would not be one of my videos if I didn't have something like that happen. And if I knew about editing enough, I could just edit that part out, but nah. That would just take too much time and effort and energy. And no, I'm not doing it. All right, so we're gonna do this again. All right, now let's put our glue on it. Oh. And hopefully we got enough that we can do it on this side too. If not, we got plenty more choices. And thankfully the pattern that I chose is one that it really ain't gonna make a difference if it's upside down or not on that back side. All right. I think it needs to go this way. I don't know, I can't hardly tell. So we're just gonna put it that way and be done with it. I want it down just a little bit more, I think. Maybe that's got it. We're gonna hope. All right, let's see. Yeah, that works. So now let's trim this off a little bit. And we want to do the same thing that we did on that back before we knew it was the back. That's when we were still thinking it was the front. Right, now let's fold this, get it good and folded. I'm just going to burnish it down pretty good. All right, now let's take our tape off. Oh, come on. And this one here, I think I was gonna leave the others on, but I think I may have to go ahead and take them off to make sure that they don't get covered. I have the hardest time with the backing on this tape. Even with this little pokey tool I do. But I eventually get it. All right, so now let's do this. Let's get that down. Do this one here. I scratched myself with that pin that's sticking out of my glue bottle the other day. That joker hurt. So I really do have to get a new glue bottle. I've just been a slacker. But I gotta get it done because it's gonna end up hurting me. All right, now let's put some tape down on this. Just so that it'll hold a little better for us. And again, like I said, this part is not necessary. It's just, y'all know me. I'm a little extra sometimes. Well, maybe a lot of times. Yeah. A lot of times I am. And I know that. And y'all do too. And y'all still love me. So we're good. Alright. Now let's try and get the backing off of this. Then we need to figure out what kind of pockets we want to do in here. If we want to put divider pages in here. I don't know what all I want to do. And I never know when I start a journal, I never know how I'm going to do it until I get into it and just actually do it. Y'all know I gotta glue my desk or it wouldn't be one of my videos. Alright, let's put this down. And I'm just going to line it up. I'm trying to leave a little space there at the spine area, because if I get too close to it, then it will make it gap or gather or something. I don't know. It don't look good when you do it too close. Alright, so now we just need to trim this off. And I like not having to measure, because I can measure 15 times and still get it wrong every time. I really can. That ain't no joke, guys. Alright, so now what we need to do, and if I've got that sticking up there, I can take a sanding block and I can just sand it down. And I'll do that off screen. So now let's see. I think I do want to do a pocket here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this down. And that will be my pocket. So I'm going to glue this little piece down right here. And all right, so we got that glued down. Now I need some paper to go back here so that when I close the pocket, so I think that right there will work. So let's do that. So let's go ahead and glue this down. So I'm just gonna glue it down right here. And you can use double-sided tape on this as well, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use just my Fabri-Tac. And you can measure if you want to, but y'all know me, I'm not going to. All right, so now let's just put this down. And the biggest thing is I want to make sure the top is covered, because this bottom little bit is not going to show. And so now that we have that, wow, that looks perfect. We can just trim that little piece off, maybe. Okay, yeah, that looks perfect. And then I'll round my corner whenever I get the other side on it. I think I need to trim a little more right there. All right, so now we need to figure out what we want to put right here. What about this one right there? I think that would be cute. And again, y'all know I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to take my glue. And I'm going to put glue down. Okay. Now I am going to have it hanging off the bottom just a little bit. And then I'm going to do it just like that. So now when I open it, I need to put this pin back in my glue. Okay. So now I'm going to take and I'm going to trim a little bit above paper. And again, it's so that I can fold it over and it will just reinforce it. Now right here, I'm going to do my angle. So I'm gonna go right here. And then I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And it just helps it, the folding of it. And then I'm just gonna, I don't think it's necessary right here, but we're just gonna go ahead and do it. All right, so let's fold this to where when we go to glue it, we'll know where to fold it. And so I'm just folding it over like that. I'm doing the same thing on this bottom part. Just trying to get it even there. And there we go. All right, so now I just want to kind of burnish it down good. And now I'm just simply going to glue that. That pen is sticking to me every time. All right, so let's put some glue on this. And we'll put some glue right here, and I'm getting it all over the rest of the book. And then I need to do it on the bottom. Okay. So now this will be our pocket. So what I need to do is just glue on this bottom edge right here. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is just take the page and just fold it over. And there's that. Okay. So now we need to cover the back side of that page. Let me just make sure this is lining up because it's not looking like it's wanting to line up properly. All right, we got it lined up now. So now I think I'm just going to use this to do this back side. So let's go ahead and put that down. And you don't have to do the back side if you don't want to. I like doing it. And so this goes this way. And so again, I'm just wanting to stay off of the spine ever so slightly. And now we need to trim this off. And so I'm just going right along with the edge of the page and just trimming that off. And again, where it's left over like that, I will file that part of it off. I mean, I'll try and cut some of it off now, but I'm liable to end up cutting my page itself because I'm good at doing stuff like that. That's cute. Let me see. Let's go ahead and round the corner. And there we go. Look how cute already. All right. So we've got that. Now we can go in here and we can do another pocket, and let's do one like this. So let's just fold this page over like that. Now let's glue it down. And so here, I think we can use this piece right here to cover that back area. So let's go ahead and do that. I try to use as much of the scraps as I can. And then what I don't use, like for this part, I'll use to make tags and little envelopes and tucks and that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see. All right, I think that's pretty good right there. So now we just need to trim that off. And we need to figure out what we want on this. I have enough of this, but that's what we already have. So let's see if we can use something a little different. We could bring the orange in. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and cover this. And again, I want to have it off at the bottom just a little bit because I am going to wrap this around. So I'm just going to cut about right here maybe. And then cut and then I want to do my little angles again. And I need to do the angle down here. All right, now let's fold this. And fold it here. I just need to burnish it real good. And let's glue those down. And I think we're going to put a pocket on the other side too. I think so. I hadn't done that yet, and I think it'll be cute. All right. So there's that. So let's go ahead and glue this down. So we just need to glue the top and the bottom. Just like that. Okay, so there's that. Now, what kind of pocket do we want to put on this other side? Do we want to do another one like what we just did? Or do we want to do one like, I think we're going to do this one. Just because it's different. So let's glue this down. I don't know if y'all can hear my bird in the background. Wow, I don't know what he's going on about. All right, now, let's see. Let's do this here. Do we have enough? I don't think so. Yeah, we do. Let's do that. And then we'll figure out what we're going to put on top of it. All right, so let's put this down. And I can see I got that a little too long, but I will file that off. That is not a big deal. Okay, so that works. So now let's trim that up. Okay. Now, what do we want to put on that? I think let's go with that. So let's glue on here. And then the same thing, we're going to leave a little bit hanging off the bottom because we're going to wrap this as well. Well, just stay down then, I don't care. All right. There we go. Now let's trim this up. Just like we did before. Then I'm going to angle this area. Maybe. My camera is messing up, so I hope it's still recording. Because it's like freezing or something, I don't know. It don't even like me right now. All right, now let's fold this. And if you wanted to make sure that it was something you could score it, you know, get your ruler, I don't care though. That's all part of the effect to me, is how it looks, and I'm good with it. All right, so now we just need to glue these flaps down. Eventually, I need to refill this glue bottle since I haven't bought another one yet. Probably a year from now, y'all still see me using this glue bottle. Y'all know me. Well, just fall on over. Okay. I think that looks pretty cute. Let's go ahead and, ooh. Let's go ahead and glue this bottom down. I can see I've got some filing to do because I was not accurate in my cuts, but that's what a sanding block is good for. All right, let's do one more. And do we want to do a pocket on this one or no? Yes. But it's going to be a different pocket. We are going to do a double pocket. Not a double pocket, but it'll be, I don't know, y'all will see. So I'm going to take my 2 sheets and I'm going to fold them like this so that I can get the same fold. I'm going to glue this one down. And then this one I'm going to fold back this way. And then I'll glue it down. All right. Now, let's use this. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down here. And again, I'm staying just a little bit off the spine, and I've got it hanging over the bottom just a little bit. And then I'm going to cut. And let's angle this. All right, now we need to fold this over. And it would probably be better if I used a scoring thing or a ruler or something, but you know I'm not gonna do that because it makes too much sense. So now I just want to glue these slats down. Okay. And so we're just going to go ahead and use that same paper there and just do the exact same thing. And just again leaving it hanging over just a little bit. Here. This is how my crazy mind works, guys. Like, when I sat down to do these, this is how I do it. I have no idea how it's going to be. And then I just start messing with it, and these are how they end up. All right, so let's glue this. All right. I got glue on my finger because I had a big glob come out for some reason. All right, yep, that's going to work. So now I'm just going to take my glue and I'm going to put some right here and some right here. And then I'm just going to bring them together. And I'm going to kind of mush them real good. So I think what I will do is go ahead and stop the video for today, and I will sand all this down, and then tomorrow we will come back and start decorating this one. So stick around, it will look better. I'd see how I've got that. Yep, that's, you can see it better like that. All right, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let me know what you think about this so far. Bye, guys.